All right, Shalom. I like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Yakwadash. Double honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who do teach and rule well, tell us 100% truth, peace, love, and salutations unto the words of like the hopeful, elect, and the one-third. You came out there pushing us away in truth and sincerity. This is a quick famine of the word update. All right. And basically, you had the UK Parliament, all right, who recently sent a letter to Rumble, basically demanding, all right, that they, remove Russell Brand's content, and demonetize them, all right, and let's go ahead and get the scripture, all right, in Amos, Salakia. Amos 8 and 11, and it reads, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, right? And these particular events taking place right now further substantiate that, okay? Because, as they said, all right, in their response, all right, basically, that the UK Parliament was singling out an individual, who hadn't been arrested or charged with a crime, or anything of that sort. All right. And another part of it is that these devils, they always do the same thing. All right. They always, make mention or get some woman, some anonymous lady, all right, to say that she was mysteriously sexually assaulted, and that's their thing, all right, which really, that goes back to the garden, all right, where Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, the enchanter, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, all right, the snake, all right, the deceiver himself in the flesh, all right, it wasn't a literal snake, all right, but he deceived Eve. All right, that's why Scripture says Eve being in the transgression. First Timothy 2:14, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Right, and that age-old trick, all right, that was happening back then and using women, all right, to, push a particular narrative, specifically the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, all right, because you are indeed Israelites, all right, starting, of course, with the men, all right, so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and the Israelite foreigners, all right, but this further substantiates it, man, all right, and not only that, there was something else that took place. All right, now you have the mainstream media who are coming and questioning Rumble, all right, in regards to, what they're going to do to stop misinformation, okay? You also had Brennan position. Let's see if I can just pull this out. Brennan new, let me see. You also have let's see, news. Okay, here we go. Spies who lie will fit in great with Team Biden's Department of Homeland Security serial liars. All right. Now, what they've done is the Department of Homeland Security has created a new experts group panel, which includes John Brennan, and they will advise on issues like terrorism, fentanyl, transborder issues, and emerging technologies. All right. And really, these things are all domestic. Okay. But the issue is that these particular people, John Brennan, James Clapper, and Paul Coley, were the same people that lied all right, about the Hunter Biden thing that had took place, all right. And let me see if it actually makes mention of it in here. Here we go. For starters, all three signed the infamous October 2020 letter dismissing the Post report on Hunter Biden's incriminating laptop as having all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation, which we now know, all right, with current events, that was a lie, all right. But the thing is, this is the new experts group, which is meant to help better spread disinformation, okay. And here is the actual, all right, release, all right, the intelligence experts group, all right, and they will serve on the Homeland Security's recently announced Homeland Intelligence Experts Group panel, all right. They will offer their insights about national intelligence matters to the department's Undersecretary for Intelligence. All right, and of course, the security of the American people depends on blah, 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 a whole bunch of nonsense, okay? And as scripture says, men, who whet their tongue as a sword. Let's go ahead and grab this in Psalms, all right? Psalm 64:1, hear my verse, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy, right? Because the whole world, Job 9:24, has been given into the hands of the wicked, all right? Starting with the elite banking families of you self-proclaimed white people, all right, through your conglomerates, corporations, okay? Verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? You see? And that's what they're doing with all of these particular things, you know. The demonization of Russell Brand, which he's controlled opposition, all right. He was in Hollyweird. All right, he was, he's been all up in that, man. Okay, so, it's no surprise that these things are taking place. All right, but you have, here we go. All right, you have another part of this is the Biden administration shells out over $5 million to give journalists, quote, trauma-informed support if they are being trolled. Okay. This proves that you self-proclaimed white people have no backbone, all right? You couldn't even endure the things that we went through in slavery and be able to still be resilient to this very day, as we so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians are able to do, all right? This is the kind of things that you have to go through. You have to see a therapist weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, bi-monthly, all right? Which really you're a beast, man, okay? And then, of course, the Biden administration is creating this fund, all right, for, journalists, which really they're just mouthpieces of the beast and the machine, okay? And so, yeah, they created a program with George Washington University, all right, a program that will provide psychological care to journalists who believe they are the targets of misinformation-driven harassment campaigns. The program called Expert Voices Together, you see, the experts, trust the experts. The experts got it, it's a lie, man, all right? Is described in the government grant database as a socio-technical system that provides real-time support to experts experiencing online harassment. All right, and these are the perks, all right, of pushing the wine of Babylon. All right, but we know, pursuant to Revelations, all right, that you will be destroyed along with this place. All right, the project's goal is to provide journalists and eventually other, quote, experts with means of monitoring and reporting alleged abuse, as well as personalized assistance with digital safety and access to mental health care specialists as a form of trauma-informed care, okay? So, basically, what does this mean? All right, this means that they are about to is famine of the word, man. All right, anything that is truth, all right, will be deemed mis and disinformation. As we've seen now for the past few years. All right, all the information that's come out about the jabs, all the information that's come out about Dr. Slouchy. All right, all the information that's come out about the Bidens and all these people, man. All right. uh, let's go to the book of John here. And it reads, John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. You see? Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, there's another scripture that makes mention, all right, in the book of Job, and we'll grab it now. And it reads, Job 13:4, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. All right, and that's what we're seeing, man. All right, that's exactly what we're seeing, not only with this, with the way the UK Parliament, all right, the mother, Great Britain and all that, the European Union, right? Not only those particular vassal states, all right, who are in league with NATO, okay, but ultimately America, all right, because this is all America's doing, okay. No one was worried about so-called dis or misinformation, all right. That was the Babylonian thing. That was the American thing, all right. That was spewed out just like the term, all right. Here we go. All right. Conspiracy theory is a belief that some secret but influential organization is responsible for an event or phenomenon. All right. And this was coined, of course, by the CIA. All right. Let me see. Let me just get the point. Conspiracy theory coined by CIA. All right, so you're starting to see it, man. Okay, conspiracy theory coined long before JFK assassination. All right. The terms conspiracy theorists were created by the Central Intelligence Agency. This is the claim. They're trying to fact check it and make it seem like that's not the case, which we know, all right, that all of the mainstream media is controlled by the CIA anyway, all right? And of course, there's a conspiracy theory that the CIA invented the term, blah, 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 all right? Which, of course, makes perfect sense because now all of your government agencies use it, okay? And not only that, now by an extension, all right, the government's mouthpiece being the mainstream media, all right, which is controlled by the CIA through Operation Mockingbird, okay? So, again, man, all right, none of this is, far and few in between, all right? Here it is, Operation Mockingbird is an alleged, which is not alleged, it's actual. You can actually go into the document, but you see how they do, all right? It's a large-scale program of the United States Central Intelligence Agency that began in the early years of the Cold War and attempted to manipulate domestic American news media organizations for propaganda purposes, all right? Even Barack Obama cleared let me see if I could just pull it up here. All right. When Barack Obama signed this particular law, all right, regarding the media, all right, in that executive order back in 2015, all right, here it is. U.S. repeals propaganda ban, spreads government-made news to Americans, all right. So the thing was, before it was under and through the direction of the CIA, all right. But now, all right, this particular action that took place, all right, they were able to directly influence, okay? That's why you had the Biden admin, Facebook censorship. Okay, let's just put that up. All right, the Biden administration was blocked from working with social media firms about protected speech. See, because all throughout the pandemic, all right, they were doing things behind closed doors. All right, working with these social media organizations. All right, which proves all these people and all these corporations, all right, they're in league with Babylon the Great. All right, they are in league with the wine. All right, that's why when the chip is implemented, all right, which is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, which is the Rev 13:16, which shall come upon the whole world pursuant to Rev 3 and 10. All right, these things will take place very, very soon. All right, and these people are going to line up to get it the same way all you hundreds of millions of people lined up to get the vaccine, like the morons that you are. All right, remember, scripture says the simple believeth every word. Here we go, Proverbs 14 and 15. It reads, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Right, and we can see through all of these current events that we just went into. All right, and not only that, some events that have, been going on for a few decades and really hundreds of years. All right, as we read in John the 8th chapter. All right, because this is, all right, an old thing. All right, there's nothing new under the sun. So the same way he deceived Eve in the garden, all right, he deceived the woman and used the woman to his advantage. The same way he's deceived all of you, the whole world, all right, through his woman, through Babylon the Great, all right, and deceived the whole world through her enchantments, through the wickedness, man. All right, so Lord's will, you was edified, man. That was just a quick, all right, famine of the word update, man, because they're about to restrict everything, man. All right, it's about to be like, some of these communistic countries. If you speak out against the government in any way, shape, or form, you're incarcerated. You get a prison sentence, you get a fine, right? But that Rev 12 and 12 is in full effect, all right? They about to come down with great wrath, man. All right, so Lord's will, use that if until next time we say shalom.